Okay, the best thing is you have to give up on certain dreams. Okay? If you're 39, you're entering 40, you're a 40-year-old, some dreams you have to let go. You can't be all the things you want to be. You can be some of the things. Unfortunately, not all. All right? Like, I had to give up my dream. Okay, this is the part I'd be vulnerable with y'all. Y'all don't make fun of me. I had to give up my dream of being a rapper. Okay? Now, you would think to yourself, oh, that's quite an adolescent dream, right? How long ago did you give that up? 3 months ago. Pretty recent. Now, the reason is I always thought I could be a rapper. I always thought that, okay? And it's not that I've ever had a successful rap song or even attempted to rap. Okay, I've never did. However, I did surround myself with people who were interested in hip-hop culture, and then I filled myself with hip-hop knowledge, and most of my best friends, or my good friends, are hip-hop musicians, right? So I'm around there all the time. I've always walked around with the aura of this hip-hop credibility where people would think like, oh, Faz, he actually can rap, but he just don't want. That's what they think, and I never bothered to correct them. Right? Because walking around with that credibility feels good. You be like, yeah, man, I'm doing this comedy thing, but if I wanted to rap, I could do it. Nobody has ever put that to the test until now. I had a call from rap's icon, Malaysia's rap icon himself, Joe Flizzo. He calls me and he goes, yo, Fuzz, everybody know you can tell jokes, but these people don't know you can rap, man. I'm like, hey, Joe. What's up? Nah, I think it's time we showed the world. I have this show called Anambalas Baris, otherwise known as 16 Bars, man. Dude, you need to get on that show so that people can hear you rap, man. And immediately I was like, hey, Joe, listen. You should give that opportunity to a rapper that needs it. I'm doing quite well in comedy, man. And he goes, nah, bruh. This is a comedian episode. It's gonna be you and these two Indian guys. One's Harvin Skin and the other one's Vika World. Dude, you're gonna kill it. I know it, man. See you Thursday. Boop. So now I'm thinking it's 2 days to the filming of that show, where people would have to put my rap credibility to the test. Do I write this rap? Or do I spit it off the dome? And I was like thinking, and then after an hour pass, I get a video call. It's Harvin and Vika, they're both in the same location, right? I pick up the call, they go, Cha, what are we gonna do, Cha? Cha, we're not like you, Cha, we never rapped before, Cha. How are we gonna do this? I'm like, hey, believe in yourself. Cha, I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. Cha, you're not writing or anything, Cha. We're dying here, Cha. We're writing. I'm like, hey, bro, relax, man. I'll see you on Thursday, okay? Calm down. Oh, we're so glad we have you, man, so that you can kind of guide us through it. I'm glad to be here, man. All right, see you Thursday. Boop. 2 days pass, right? Come Thursday. I arrive in Subang, and I arrive to a barber shop. Now, I walk in, and the scene of the barbershop, Joe Flizzo seated at the left, seated, stoic, shades on, waiting for everything to start. DJs at the back playing beats. Cameraman's holding a camera gimbal and just working on his angles, right? And then there's a producer at the back, small, petite, young woman, right? Very feisty, very scary. And then there's Harvin and Vika on the right, practicing. They're practicing, right? And then they go like, Cha, do you want to practice with us? I'm like, nah, you'll hear it. Later when it starts, you'll hear it, okay? And I was like, oh, okay. The producer comes, she comes. She says, okay, everybody get around. So later, when I shout action, play to the camera, okay? The DJ will play the music, the intro music. Joe will get up, and Joe will introduce you guys. Vikar, you go first, and then Faz after that, and then Harvin after that. Now, if you mess up, don't worry, just start again. Okay, just start again. And I'm like, oh, okay, at least I can do that. If I mess up, I can just start again, right? Okay, is everybody ready? If you're ready, all right, sound speed and action. Joe gets up on his seat immediately in rapper mode. He looks to the camera very naturally going, welcome to another episode of Namblas Baris, man. Today we've got something special for y'all. We got 3 comedians who's ready to give you bars all the way from, I'm assuming, Klang. It's Vika World. Next, all the way from, again, I'm assuming, Brickfields. It's Harvin Skin. And then we got somebody special for y'all. We've got Fucker Fuzz all the way from Singapore, man. They got bars for y'all, not jokes today, but you guys gonna hear it. Let's go. And then Vika comes on, and I'm thinking to myself, as Vika's come on, I'm thinking to myself, like, no way this guy can rap better than me. There's no way. He doesn't have the rap credibility that I possess. How can he rap better than me? I was wrong. Because, for context, he's South Indian, right? He starts to rap the most lyrical, right, and the cleanest 16 I've ever heard. He was talking about politics. He was talking about his position as a Tamil person growing up in Malaysia. He was talking about the biasness through his skin complexion. He was using slurs that were used against him and then reversing that as double entendres. It was insightful. It was skillful. It was, man, I was just at the side going, hey, bro, relax. I'm next, you know? And you know what's the worst thing? It was so good that he even passed on, right before he ended, he passed the mic to me and mentioned me in his rap, you know? Then he went like, you know, that's why my rhymes are clean, macam Faz punya kepala. So everybody is now in great anticipation. The camera goes, okay. I walk up, right? And then the DJ's playing, Vika takes a seat. Both of them, Vika and Harvey, now staring at me, going like, oh, we can't wait to hear the bars that are gonna come out of Fuzz, man. This is finally the moment of truth. I look into the camera. The DJ comes in with the beat. Okay, before I rap. Can I just explain the first 4 bars to you guys? So that we're on board, okay? So what I wrote was, I just boarded a plane, landed in Subang. They told me give them bars, shout out to Kajang. Kajang prison lah, bars in prison. You all follow? Okay? Okay, back to the scene. So the DJ is playing, the camera's on me, producers at the side, headphones on, watching, 2 boys in great anticipation walking, Joe's looking, right? And I'm going, chiki, chiki, chiki. I'm like, hey man, that's Vikar. I don't know why he said that, but let's go. Let's go. Yo. I just bought a plane, landed in Subang. They told me give them bars. Shout out to Kajang. Oh, shit. What is it? Oh, if you mess up, you can start again. I just bought a plane, landed in Subang. They told me give them bars. Shout out to Kajang. I just bought a plane, landed in Subang. They told me give them bars. Shout out to... I just bought a plane, landed in Subang. They told me give them bars. Shut up. Bro, for 17 takes, the DJ runs out of beat. No more beat. The 2 boys are looking at me going, Cha. Like, Right. I still try to maintain whatever little dignity I have left. Maintain my composure. I look over to the producer and I said, can we start again? The producer looks at me, we can't start again. Right? Because we have to take it from when Vikar mentioned you. Because that's how he passed the mic to you. So Vikar has to go again if you have to go again. So now I have to hear Vikar's amazing rap while the last two lines are being said. That's why my rhymes are clean, macam Faz punya kepala. I can come on and be like, I just bought a plane, landed in Subang, they told me give a bus. Again. That's why my rhymes are clean, macam Faz punya kepala. I just bought a plane, landed in Subang. For 17 more takes. This time, the room's quiet. Okay? Joe's at the side. He doesn't say much. But his reaction speaks a million words, right? He just goes, huh. It's a single huh. I felt it. These two boys, they've lost respect for me. It's gone, it's done, it's over, right? And now it's an angry producer. She stands and she makes a beeline towards me. And I'm still having the mic in my hand, looking over at the crew going, quite hard doing this. She comes to me and she goes like, Faz. Listen, we don't have all day. You see this barber shop? Eventually, we need to close. People need to go home, move on with their lives. Okay? So help us help you. So let's run through what's happening right now. You boarded a plane. You landed in Subang. We said give bars. You give a shout out to Kajang. Faz, what happens after that? We need to know. The whole world needs to know. Okay? And I am like, I've lost everything. All confidence is gone, right? These boys are laughing, you know? Then she looks at me, look at Harvin. He haven't even rapped yet. And then I'm like, Cha, you go. Harvin is like, Cha, you forgot? I also forgot. Blame me, bro. So at that moment, I guess Joe saw everything that was going on. So Joe then steps in to save the day. And you know, he's been around for a very long time. A lot of people say Joe says a lot of profound things. Now, I know this man personally. I'm not sure if the things he's saying are profound or it just feels profound because every time he says it, he walks out of the room. Okay? For effect. Like he will do some random shit like this. He'll walk around, here, real, recognize real. And then he walks out. What the fuck was that? I don't get it. So he sees the situation, he grabs my shoulder, he looks at Vika and Harvin laughing their asses off, right? And he sees me downtrodden, my face sunken. He looks at me, yo, listen, you can't compare apples to oranges, man. Sometimes you gotta be the pear. And then he walks out. And everybody around him just goes, word. I don't get it. Right? So now I'm like, okay, I don't know how though, it worked. It kind of gave me a bit of confidence and I managed to rap till halfway of what I wrote, okay? And I passed those 4 bars and then rapped another 4 bars. And then halfway, and then I forgot again. And then the producer was like, never mind. At least we got that far. Now, do you remember your rap from this point to the end? I said, yes. Okay, rap only that. So I rapped that, and I said, okay, now these 2 parts are recorded. You see what we can do with this technology? They fixed it together to make it sound like I rapped it at one go. So if you actually went on YouTube and searched 16 Baris Pagafaz and you see my rap, you will see the exact moment that it got cut. Because the moment I forgot, that cut was at Harvin's shoe, and then it goes back to the cut again all the way to the end. So when I watched that final video, I told myself, I think I stick to comedy lah. Forget rap, right? Because you know why? Sometimes you really can't compare apples to oranges. Sometimes you gotta be the pair, you know? Hey. So I boarded a plane and I went back to Singapore. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been amazing.